and it really shows that here in Tennessee, because the Civil War history here is they had three different votes for secession, because there's kind of three buckets of Civil War history. There's the secession, there's the war, and then there's abolitionism, right? Slavery, non-slavery. And in Tennessee, there's they had three different sessions to vote on secession. So it's kind of a bit of a mouthful, but the first session they had to vote on secession, the way that it worked is Tennessee has three parts to it. And I apologize for being complicated, but it's actually kind of nuanced. So Tennessee has East, Middle, and West Tennessee. So East Tennessee did not want to secede from the Union. They did not want to participate in the Civil War, and they were for abolitionism. So they did not want slavery. West Tennessee, the Memphis side of Tennessee is Mississippi River stuff. And so they wanted secession, they wanted the Civil War, and they wanted to allow slavery to proliferate and to continue to go. Middle Tennessee, however, was right in the middle of both of those. And so when the first vote, they cast out all three sections of the state. And East Tennessee, 9-1 was against slavery, against war, and against secession. The complete opposite was in West Tennessee. But in Middle Tennessee, in the first vote, they have it's about 5-4. Like, what is it? It's like seven to 3. It's pretty. It's like 5-4. Yeah, it was 5-4, 6-4. I apologize. It's really razor thin for staying in the Union, and then they vote again, and it's the same result. And the third time they vote, it's Middle Tennessee that flips, but it just barely flips, and it's only because after General Grant fires on Fort Sumter to quench a rebellion, right? And that's when Middle Tennesseans saw that the federal government it wasn't so much about slavery, but that flipped the whole state. Now, what's interesting is in Tennessee, Tennessee lived up to its name of being the volunteer state, because there was more volunteers leaving the state of Tennessee and joining the Union. So it was a Confederate state, joined the Union, than any other state in the Confederacy. And so it's interesting to see that when you get into the Civil War and you get into that history, you actually see that there's in Tennessee there's this brother against brother, family against family, because their state is literally split. Right, East Tennessee petitioned to Nashville multiple times, saying, "Hey, we're not part of this Confederacy. We don't want to do this."